just want to talk about how I hate feeling pretty. Um, for context, how do I even start this? Like, I have no like self-perception. Like, I do not know how I look like at all. As you can see, I'm a black person, and it's like one of my biggest insecurities, and it's like embarrassing to admit, and people are gonna be like, stand up, have some self-respect and whatnot. But like, everywhere I go, I'm in a room full of people, I'm always like the only, or one of the only two, maximum, like one of the only three people that look like me. And it just it has affected my confidence from the age I was conscious of it. I'd say like elementary school, I didn't really think about it. Oh my gosh, don't look at this. Um, Elementary school, I didn't really think about it, but in middle school, I remember in middle school, I I had like this moment of like actively telling myself that nobody likes you because you're different, and I literally accepted that, and I didn't even feel bad about it. It was like a natural conclusion, you know. And yeah, I was just like, this is me, and this is my life. That's where I've been placed. It is what it is. Oh, and actually, I remember in uh, elementary school, I actually forgot about it for the longest time, and then something triggered this memory, and it literally made my stomach drop a little bit. Basically, in elementary school, during break, um, oh my gosh, I'm probably making a lot of noise because I'm wearing headphones. Um, yeah, in elementary school, I feel like I'm very dark in this lightning. Anyway, in elementary school, during break, there were these groups of girls that were hanging out together, and me and my friend, who was also a black person, but she's like way lighter skinned than me. Like I don't know how many shades, like 3 or 4 shades lighter. And they were basically playing with a couple of white girls. We were playing with a group of white girls, and then suddenly they decided to change the game, and they were like, I'll invite you because my friend, because you're light enough, but you, no, not you, because you're dark. And it's like, I was like, oh ouch, okay. But I didn't even deep it that much. We were kids, and of course they were kids too. They didn't know what they were doing. But I feel like something in my heart, it didn't feel right. Although I didn't react. Yeah, I just went off to play by myself. And it's not the first time that this has happened. I've realized now that upon reflection, I've been like glossing things over like it's nothing, but I've had so many of these experiences, and and they affect me, but like I don't take note of it. I don't put importance on it. I just like accept it, and then it literally weighs on me. For example, in middle school, I used to walk by myself to school. It was like a 10-minute walk, and there were these guys. Like I was 11, they were 14, and as I was walking by, they would like imitate monkeys and chase me like actively chase me, and I'd be like running from them to get to school. And yeah, that just happened, and I just accepted it. What else? Isn't that insane? Like, that's insane. Oh, in elementary school, we were doing music class, and we were talking about Michael Jackson because we had to learn a song to sing during Christmas, because there's like a choir thing that we did every Christmas, and this time around we chose a Michael Jackson song, and we were talking about Michael Jackson. And by the way, I've only realized now that whatever story she was trying to put out was wrong, but she basically said that he didn't like his black features, so he changed them to white. And in that discussion, a kid asked why. Oh, no. She herself said that it's because black people have bigger lips and bigger noses. And a kid asked, why do they have. Oh, no. Okay, I'm like butchering this story. But basically, she said that she didn't like his features because black people have bigger lips and bigger noses, and she literally pointed at me like her in front of everyone in the class. She's like, they have big lips and big noses like her. That's your example right there. Pointed at me. Everyone looked. And after that class, another kid came to me and he was like, why the hell is your nose so big? And I was like, I was hurt, but I didn't even say anything. I was like, I don't know. And I was just smiling through it, like, I don't know. Yeah. All these things in middle school again. I had this teacher that was straight up like, she would target me, you know. She would give me grades that were lower than what she was supposed to give me, and people noticed as well. But like, obviously, I just accepted it. I just accepted so much. And what can I do, like, against these adults? That some part is gonna be crazy. Anyways, I internalized all this, and I guess I just accepted that people didn't like me, and I was okay with it. Like, no problem, I had stuff going on in my life back then. I had my friends back then. That was years ago. That was how many years? Like, shit. That was 10 years ago. Yeah. And yeah. I just thought about how long it's been, and I just internalized it, and I was like, okay, people don't like me, that's fine. I've got a life. And then I moved, and all of a sudden I do not have a life in it. But it's okay, because I went to a girls' school, so I didn't really care about looks. I thought I looked okay, and I still think I look okay. Like, it's just a face. It's alright. I'm happy with it, I think I look good. I'm satisfied with how I look like. And yeah, nothing happened in high school because it was all girls, and maybe it's a blessing, maybe not. Because on one hand, I didn't have to worry about all that, like, validation and stuff. But on the other hand, like, now I'm like really awkward with the male species. Like, you know how male be saying, males be saying, oh, I'm scared of women. I'm scared of men. Like, I'm actually, like, genuinely, I get a visceral reaction. Not because I find them, like, repulsive or anything. I genuinely, like, feel really anxious. And it's annoying. Anyway, that people don't think that, we can experience that too. But, anyway. Yeah, so now I'm awkward. But anyway, it's still high school. Didn't think about it. And then college. I was just satisfied with what I looked like, I thought I looked good. Like, doesn't matter who agrees, who disagrees. Basically, this whole time I just thought that nobody wanted me, but at the same time I didn't think I was ugly. And then, last year of college though, I know I was chopped that last year because I was not doing good mentally. Yeah, anyway, first year uni. The first bit, I was still chopped from bad mental health and bad habits as a consequence. And but then towards the end of the year, I started like losing weight, but not for a good reason. I was just starving the whole time, and I noticed that I liked how I look more, but still I didn't think people agreed at all, and still I was fine with it. But then what happened? I got a crush on someone, and of course, being in a predominantly white place, he was not black, unfortunately. I hate how people I hate when I go online and people are bashing people who look like me for having like interest in people who don't look like me, because like, bro, I have no other option. Like, there's no one else that looks like me. Like, how am I supposed to how am I supposed to like find someone that looks like me to like specifically crush on? Because like, I'm telling you, in my lecture hall that is like 200 people, 200, 150, 160, around that. I'm the only black person. So like, of course, that's gonna happen. Like, I got a crush and I was so obsessed. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get him. That did not happen. Like, let's be honest. Honestly, I think that I'm not built for relationships. I was just fantasizing, really. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into my relationship history because it's not very interesting at all. And yeah, I didn't think I looked good. The second year is when I started to think I might actually look good, because I got complimented so many times, and I kept catching people, men, the male species, like staring at me randomly in the streets. And the validation is nice, like, but still I'm not convinced, because the thing with me is like, I have no clue of what I look like. I am satisfied with what I see in the mirror, but like, the moment I'm not at an angle that is like flattering, I lose like perception of myself, and I feel like either a totally different person or like an extremely chopped being. Like, if I turn around like this, I feel like I don't look the same anymore. Like this, I feel like I'm already chopped. Like this, sometimes I genuinely look like scary. How can I even? I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not just saying this. I genuinely feel really chopped. okay, I think, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this angle is not. Yeah, I think I just look good sometimes. That's the whole thing with how I see myself. And, but yeah, the attention never really stopped from the second year onwards. So I started to believe that maybe I might like not look so bad, and even if I look, I've got this skin color, maybe people don't mind, because if you're like looking at me, it's surely there's something to be looking at. And and to this day, I still haven't figured it out. Cause like, yes, I do. Oh, before I used to think that people look like me because I'm like different looking, but I found out that people don't really look at people that they find weird. So maybe it's because I look presentable. Anyway, I feel like I'm flattering myself too much, and people are gonna call me out for this. I can imagine people being like mid, and like me finally realizing that I think I'm like a solid, for me, I think I'm like a solid 8 in my eyes, but in the eyes of other people, I think I'm like maybe like a 5.5. So let's just establish that I don't have a big head, you know. So yeah, and I was saying to this day I still haven't not figured out if I'm right or wrong about people not minding how I look like. Because when I go on dating apps, it's like crickets. It's crickets, yeah. Literally. I was gonna say it's fine, but it's really not. It has affected my confidence a lot. And yeah. But honestly, the worst thing that could happen to me was realizing that there might be even an inkling of a chance that people might like me, because before, when I didn't have this realization, I was just chilling. I was not looking for validation every time I go out. I was not eyeing people. I was not like trying to invest in how I look like, because like I just did not care. And now, whenever I'm like wearing makeup, I'm so hyper conscious of what people might think, if I look good enough or not, and it ruins. That's literally why I do not go out. That's one of the main reasons why I do not go out anymore, because every time I go out, it's like a hunt for validation, and I actually despise it so much. And and it's also sad. It's very sad, because I notice that I notice the difference between when I try to make myself presentable and when I'm not trying, and the difference in treatment is like crazy, and it's really sad. And I do not want to rely on this type of validation. So yeah, I just really do not like feeling that I might be looking good, because that triggers hyper awareness, like seeking. Yeah, and it's like very anxiety inducing. This whole idea came to mind because today I saw a very pretty girl at work. I've spoken to her sometimes, and she was like really pretty. I was like, wow. As I walked by, I was like, damn. And I was like, but how do you do that? Because if I dressed up all nicely and did my makeup all nicely, and I felt like I looked good, I would not be able to concentrate on work, because I would be searching around for looks validation. Maybe I'm mentally weak, and that's probably the reason, let's be honest. But genuinely, I think I would be like very anxious the whole time, and that is the reason why I do not like to feel pretty, because it makes me overthink, and I've already got enough to overthink about. Yeah, that was. Oh, I feel like I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Oh my gosh, this angle. This is like a good angle to show that. I think in this angle, I'm very chopped. Anyway,